With that, let's begin the press conference and let us welcome Martin Perez, President of the Latino Leadership Alliance.
We stand here on the steps of the New Jersey State House to express our disappointment and opposition to the Governor Christie's surprising decision to take a stand against President Obama's executive actions known as DACA and DAPA. I would like to talk a little bit about DACA and DAPA because so we are clear what is which. DACA is a program created by President Obama. President Obama ran for president with the support of a lot of Latinos in this country. And he promised that he was going to work on immigration reform. But as we know, we have a dysfunctional Congress in which both parties hasn't been able to agree on immigration reform, even though both parties speak to us and say that they agree on immigration reform, but that immigration reform is needed. Both parties agree that we have a dysfunctional system, but they cannot get together and in a room and come back with a comprehensive immigration reform bill. Out of that frustration, President Obama in 2012 created a program to be implemented by the Homeland Security called DACA, which stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. That is a program that is a limited program and is a discretionary and is a limited amount of people. For young people that came here at early age and have not committed crimes, when they are registered in a school, and out of that, President Obama wants to help. In the meantime, we wait for the implementation of the agreement on immigration reform. Come 2014, the Congress cannot agree immigration reform still. So he created called DAPA. DAPA will grant temporary help to the families of those people that benefit from the DACA program. So it is very limited. It's not what we want. It's not immigration reform. It's temporary, it's discretionary, and it's a deferred adjudication program. That means that they can eliminate it any time, and they can institute actions against you at any time at the discretion of the Homeland Security. So it's not what we want. It doesn't solve the problem. It's not amnesty. It's not immigration reform, but it's something that is temporary to help some people that about 5 million people who will benefit by and large young people and the families of those young people. That DACA and DAPA was challenged by some states, leading by the state of Texas. They filed an action in the federal court, and they want an injunction. That means to stop the implementation of DACA and DAPA. They got an injunction, and then the injunction was appealed, and now it's in the Court of Appeal in Louisiana, which is what all the Texas and Louisiana, Mississippi goes in federal courts. So New Jersey has never been part of that action against DAPA and DACA. The state of New Jersey has not taken a position on those. But in that process, since I found that some states were supporting the actions of President Obama and the implementation of DACA and DAPA, I've been making calls to the state of New Jersey, to the officials, that the Attorney General, and I spoke with the Attorney General and sent emails to him. He said, can you guys tell me if you can help us with the implementation of DACA and DAPA and support these actions taken by President Obama. The Attorney General told me that he wasn't involved with that, but he was going to look into it. And in that process of talking to him, I received this document in the internet by somebody who sent it to me. I don't know if it was from Texas or from New Jersey, but somebody sent it to me, to my surprise. What I am waiting for the answer of the Attorney General to tell me if they can support us. I received this, which is an amicus brief against the implementation of DACA and DAPA. In this amicus brief, Governor Christie participated in filing these amicus briefs in the Court of Appeals with his fellow Republican governors Greg Abbot of Texas, Bobby Jindal of Louisiana, and Dennis Daugaard of South Dakota. An amicus brief is an action in court as a friend of the court. It's for those people who are not part of the litigation, but that they have something to say or some interest that could be affected by the litigation. And they have to ask permission to the judge to file an amicus brief. These three governors, we were not part of the original litigation, filed for permission, and they were allowed to file the amicus brief in opposition of the implementation of DACA and DAPA. With this, I was totally surprised and disappointed by Governor Christie's filing this amicus brief in the Court of Appeals. With this action, Governor Christie may intend to send a message to the extreme right of the Republican Party. But in doing so, he's sending a strong and damaging message to the Latino community in New Jersey and across the nation. It seems to many people and to us that he's willing to walk away from his campaign promise to work in collaboration to fix the broken immigration system. And that was the promise he made to us. Over the last 2 years, as the governor of New Jersey has traveled the country and has become a contender for the Republican nomination for president, he has declined to state his position on immigration. His approach has always been cautious. He has stated that until he was official candidate, it will not be prudent for him to take a position. However, by joining the amicus brief, Governor Christie is taking a position against our interests, and it is damaging to the relationship that he built with the Latino community, which enabled him to win re-election with a historical 51% of the Latino vote in New Jersey. What we want is that just as the governors step up to the plate to secure the in-state tuition for New Jersey undocumented graduate, as he promised to us and delivered on that promise, he should stand firm in his commitment to comprehensive immigration reform. I understand the nature of politics in this country is complex. And I understand that both political parties has made promises and break promises to us. But I'm going to take this opportunity to send a message very clear to New Jersey and to the country. The increased influence of Latinos in the United States, in this country of ours, in the culture, in the economic life, combined to our growth in demographic, is telling us that the time in which you can ignore, take for granted, or be elected for governor of New Jersey or president of the United States without the support of us is long gone. It's over.
Yes.
If you make promises to us, you have to keep them.
That's right.
We are keeping scores, and we are making our leadership accountable. And when we support candidates, we always make that clear that we speak with a clear voice, and we are going to hold our friends and foes accountable. That's what we're doing today. So we are confident that the Governor Christie understands that today's demographic realities mean that he will never be able to be president of the United States without the strong support of the Latino votes. But more than that, the immigration issue is not an issue of the Latinos.
That's right.
It's not an issue of Latino. The immigration problem is a problem of this country, of the future of this country. Because it affects everybody in the country, from the people who work in the restaurant, eat in the restaurant, from the people who eat the food, or the workers that pick the strawberries in South Jersey. We always all depend on the work and the labor of the immigrants. It's time that we give them justice with comprehensive immigration reform. And that's what we want. The sooner, the better. And we ask both parties to come to terms and earn their salary on Congress. Give us immigration reform now. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, President.
The fight for comprehensive immigration reform is not only a just fight, but an indispensable one that we must carry out. We are all, or should be all, in this together. Our governor should not abandon ship for political reasons. He should stay the course. A man of principle honors his commitment and promises. We need to know that we can still count on him, that he won't ignore us, that we can still trust him to help us bring together relief to more than 204,000 immigrants that can come out of the shadows in the state of New Jersey alone. La pelea por reforma migratoria completa es una no solamente justa, sino una que debemos librar, y debemos hacer esto en conjunto. El gobernador prometió a los latinos y a la Alianza de Liderazgo Latino que él estaría con nosotros en esta pelea, y estamos pidiendo que, como hombre de principio, honre su palabra y su promesa, y que en esa, honrando su palabra y su promesa, él nos ayude a traer a 204,000 inmigrantes a la luz aquí en el estado de New Jersey solamente. Y reforma migratoria completa ahora. Gracias.
Let me start saying that Governor Christie is wrong to use the same arguments made by states that don't seem to see the benefits that immigrants bring to their economies. He is contradicting himself and backpedaling in the positions stated before to us as an organization and to the Latino community while in the midst of his re-election campaign. On October 12, 2013, during his remarks at our gala, Governor Christie stated, and I'm quoting him here, "When the Alliance voted to support me in this campaign, I can tell you that was one of the proudest days of my time as a public servant. And it was because it was something that we worked out together. We have to watch each other over a period of years and judge our character based on our deeds, not just on our words. I know that over this time, I needed to earn your trust. And now that I have your support and your trust, please note that I will continue to work hard every day to make sure that I give you more and more reasons to be proud of the endorsement that you made." End of the quote. Contrary to this, and without listening to each other or hearing each other's concerns, Governor Christie decided to weight his opinion on an amicus brief that goes against the principles that our organization in our community stands for. It is time for him to do the right thing, reverse his position, and join the other 14 states that are supporting the implementation of President Obama's executive action on immigration. That's more what a governor of New Jersey will do. Thank you.
We're here because the governor made a unilateral decision to support Governor Abbot of Texas, who filed the amicus brief in opposition of President Obama's administration's executive order on immigration. As you heard, the Latino Leadership Alliance officially endorsed Governor Christie during his bid for governor. But let it be known also that the alliance supported and endorsed John Corzine when he first ran. This is a nonpartisan organization that believes in issues, and today we're talking specifically about issues that affect the Latino community, not only in New Jersey, but in the entire country. These decisions, these type of decisions cannot be made in a vacuum, and they do not demonstrate transparency, nor do they represent an active dialogue with those who supported you during your time of candidacy and need. We ask Governor Christie to understand this. This is not a good foundation for a collaborative partnership. This unilateral decision-making process is not consistent with the relationship based on mutual respect. This decision cannot and will not be supported by this community nor the nation. Let it be known to all who seek our support that comprehensive immigration reform is real, and it is what we seek. We understand that America's immigration system is broken. Many of our people live in it on a daily basis. This brokenness is what allows employers to game the system in hiring undocumented workers and taking advantage of them. There are 11 million people living in the shadows because of this broken system. Neither is good for the economy nor the country. And we are here to say to both major political parties, enough. Stop playing political football with the lives of people who seek a better life. Stop breaking up families who live, work, and contribute to our community on a daily basis. Stop enabling those who already take advantage of a broken system. Enough.
On behalf of a prestigious community organization with many years of assistance to the local community, the Latin American Legal Defense and Education Fund is outraged. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you. And finally, let's hear from the Vice President of the Latino Leadership Alliance, Luis Vargas.
Good afternoon. We are all here remembering that action, legal action, going into court, passing executive orders are done by politicians at the end of the day. But this issue touches to the core of the average immigrant arrival in this country. We are forgetting sometimes that there are hundreds of thousands of immigrants who are locked up in detention centers, who have been separated from their families. These people deserve the help that DACA and DAPA would provide them. Anyone who stands in the way of that assistance is not a friend of our community. Anyone. Children have been granted the ability to continue in their education, yet we are going to separate them from their families. There is a contradiction here on many levels. I find it ironic that we are on the steps of the State House on Holy Week. For Christians, this is a very sacred time. For Jews, this is the Passover. I would join and echo the words of one Moses, who said to the Pharaoh, "Let my people go." I will say to the pharaohs of today, let our people come.
Thank you. All right, let's open up the floor for questions. And so please direct your questions specifically, but our President Martin Perez is here to answer to the best of his ability. Any question from the journalists?
Can I ask what the governor said to you earlier?
What's your name, I'm sorry?
It's Emma Jacobson with the UNC. I'm wondering what the governor said to you earlier.
All right.
So before we started the activity, the governors came and we saw each other and we spoke briefly. And he told me that I told him that that I have sent him letters to his office and I haven't have any answer. And so he told me that he hasn't received it and that he was going to look into that. But he is very interested in having a meeting with us. And so we're looking forward to have a meeting with him as soon as possible.
All right. What is your name, I'm sorry, and the media outlet you represent?